Hello and welcome to the online service of Pastor Tommy. You know, sometimes you hear a parable or a story that so impacts your life that you just want to share it. Many years ago, I don't remember where, I heard a story, a parable that changed my life. It on many occasions, I would even say it's actually saved my life, my physical life. And I've been so enamored with this story, so changed by it, that I've shared it so often that many people have come to associate this parable, this story, and my ministry and my life. And I want to take the time today, I've never put this story on video that I know of. I want to put it on video, put it on the internet, let you share with it, and let you grow and learn from it just as I have. I want to encourage you to take this video, post it on your Facebook, your Twitter, email it to your friends. This is a story that will change your life and very possibly save the lives of your friends. It all started many years ago with a little boy about 5 years old. He was walking to school along a street much like this one. And as he was walking to school, he looked across the street and there was a little girl, and he waved to her and he said, "Hi." She said, "Shut up, you dirty golf ball." Little boy didn't know what a dirty golf ball was. He began to walk slower. He began to think about it. And in his thought process and his time got away from him, he arrived to school late. His teacher come to him and said, "Why were you late to school today?" He said, "Well, I was walking to school this morning and I saw a little girl and I said, 'Hi.' And she said, 'Shut up, you dirty golf ball.'" He said, "I didn't know what a dirty golf ball was, so I walked slower trying to figure it out." His teacher looked at him and says, "You don't know what a dirty golf ball is? Go to the principal's office." So the little boy goes into his principal's office. His principal says, "What's the problem?" He said, "Well, sir, I was walking to school this morning and I saw a little girl. And I said, 'Hi.' And she said, 'Shut up, you dirty golf ball.' I didn't know what a dirty golf ball was, so I walked slower and I was late to school. And the teacher, when she found out, she sent me to your office, and the principal says, 'You don't know what a dirty golf ball is? Go home, you're expelled from school.'" Little boy walks home perplexed, worried, afraid. What's mom gonna say? He gets home, his mother says, "What are you doing home so soon?" He says, "Mom, I was walking to school this morning and I saw this little girl and I said, 'Hi.' And she said, 'Shut up, you dirty golf ball.' I didn't know what a dirty golf ball was. I began to walk slower and I was late to school. And the teacher, she sent me to the principal's office. And in the principal, he sent me home, said I was expelled." His mama looked at him. A look of depression and pain and hurt came over her face. And she says, "You don't know what a dirty golf ball is? Go to your room and wait till your dad gets home." The little boy goes and he sits in his room all afternoon. He's wondering what is happening in his life, what has changed in his existence. Finally, he hears his dad's car pull into the driveway. He hears his mom crying downstairs. His dad comes upstairs and says, "Son, what did you do? Your mom is so upset. She couldn't even tell me what happened. What happened?" And the little boy said, "Well, Dad, I don't know. I was walking to school this morning and I saw this little girl. And I said, 'Hi.' And she said, 'Shut up, you dirty golf ball.'" He said, "I didn't know what a dirty golf ball was and I was thinking about it and I lost track of time. I walked slower and I was late to school. The teacher, she sent me to the principal. The principal, he sent me home and mom sent me to my room." A look of disgust and anger fell across his father's face. He says, "You don't know what a dirty golf ball is? You're not my son. Get out of my house." 5 years old, kick the boy out of his house. The little boy is walking along the street again. Lost, confused, worried, scared. And a police officer comes by and says, "Son, are you lost? Do you need help finding your way home?" He says, "No." He says, "Officer, I was walking to school this morning and I saw this little girl and I said, 'Hi.' And she said, 'Shut up, you dirty golf ball.' Officer, I didn't know what a dirty golf ball was, so I walked slower and I was late to school. And the teacher, she sent me to the principal. The principal sent me home. My mom sent me to my room. My dad kicked me out of the house." The officer says, "You don't know what a dirty golf ball is?" The little boy says, "No, sir, I don't know." He says, "Come with me, you're under arrest." 5 years old, arrested this little boy, brings him before the judge. The judge says, "What did you do, son?" The little boy, now exasperated, tired, hungry, and scared, says, "Your Honor, I don't know what I did. I was walking to school this morning, and I looked across the street and I saw this little girl. And I said, 'Hi.' And she said, 'Shut up, you dirty golf ball.' And I didn't know what a dirty golf ball was, so I walked slower. And I was late to school, and the teacher sent me to the principal, and the principal sent me home. My mom sent me in my room. My dad kicked me out of the house. And the police officer brought me to you, and the judge says, 'You don't know what a dirty golf ball is?'" The little boy says, "No, sir, I don't know." The judge says, boom, 10 years in the state penitentiary. Throws this boy in jail for 10 years. He's raised in a prison. When he's 15 years old, he's coming before the final parole board, and the parole board asked him what he was in jail for. The little boy says, "Well, when I was 5 years old, I was walking to school. And I looked across the street and I saw a little girl, and I said, 'Hi.' She said, 'Shut up, you dirty golf ball.' He said, 'I didn't know what a dirty golf ball was, and I walked slower, and I was late to school. And the teacher sent me to the principal, and the principal sent me home. My mom sent me in my room. My dad kicked me out of the house. The policeman took me to the judge sent me to prison.'" The parole board says, "You've had 10 years. You know what a dirty golf ball is?" The little boy says, "No, I don't." And they said, "You're not ready for society. 10 more years in the state pen." Another 10 years go by. Now the boy is 25 years old. He's been raised around con artists and criminals. He comes before the parole board again. They ask him what he was in jail for. He says, "Armed robbery." They said, "Okay, you can get out." 25 years old, they escort him to the gate of the prison. They open the doors of the gate, and he walks out into a day much like this one. Beautiful. A free man for the first time in his memorable life. And he thinks, what am I going to do from here? Where am I going to go? How am I going to move on from this spot? And he decides that the first thing he needs to do is go make things right with his mom and dad. And so he begins to walk toward his home. He gets close to his house. He comes across the street, and he looks across, and there she is. That same girl that has destroyed and changed his life. He says, "I don't know, but I'm going to find out what a dirty golf ball is." She has destroyed my life with that statement. And all of a sudden, he turns and he bolts across the street, and as he does, boom, he gets hit and instantly killed by a Mack truck. Now, I want everybody, turn your computers up, turn the volume up. You need to understand the point of this story. And it is very, very simply, always, 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 without fail, always look both ways before you cross the street. By the way, if you were wondering, a dirty golf ball is a golf ball with dirt on it. Have a great day.